1, what can you tell me about it? What does a second degree type 1 look like?
It's when the P wave and the QRS are together, but then the QRS disappears and it comes back or something.
You're close, but not. It's that toxic relationship that Freddie's always talking about. What is a second degree type 1? What does that mean?
What does that mean?
What does that mean to you?
That they're slowly separating.
They're slowly separating. So, at first, the PR interval is within 0.20 seconds, but then it gets a little bit longer. Then the PR interval gets a little bit longer. And then there's a P, and there's no QRS. So like that one video that we watched, we're gonna see this as that toxic relationship that Freddie's always talking about. Okay, at first, they're okay. PR interval between the P and the QRS, there's a good range. It's within 0.20 seconds. But then they get into a little argument. So they don't talk for a day. There's a little bit of separation. Okay? The next day, they get into a big argument. So now they're sleeping in 2 different bedrooms, or one sleeping in the living room, but they're still close within range. Okay? But then they get into a really big argument. Then one gets kicked out. QRS has to go. Okay? They talk a little bit over the phone. They're back. Okay, let's just try to make it work out. We're okay. Then they argue again. If they don't talk for a day, then they argue again. You know what? Go to the living room. Go on the couch. And then they argue again. You know what? Just go. Get out of here. So there's a telltale sign. So you see it coming with the second degree type 1. You see it coming. It's the same stuff like I was saying. All right.
You said more dramatic, like if you experienced it.
He experienced it too. I got it from him. I got this from that video. Okay. All right. And first off, I'm the one doing the kicking out. This is my house. With a second degree type 2, Saeed.
Between the P and QRS, it's in the range, but then randomly it just like disappears.
Yes, exactly. So with a second degree type 2, there's 2 second degrees, type 1 and type 2. With type 2, every time there's a P wave and a QRS together, they're always within range. They're always within that 0.20 seconds. P wave, QRS, within 0.20 seconds. But then there's a P wave, and then out of nowhere, the QRS is gone. But then it comes back out of nowhere. P wave. But when it's there, it's there. But when it's there, it's within range. Okay? So what I told him, what I told him was, this is the P wave. Going back to the analogy, P wave, QRS, when they're together. It's good. Just lovey-dovey. Alright? P wave, QRS, when the QRS is there, they're within good range. They're happy. They're good. Out of nowhere, P wave's there, and the QRS is like, hey, it's gone. Where'd you go? And then